Everyone, welcome to Office Adda 24/7. My name is Niharika Valia Bhatnagar and I am with you with the area of JIB that is going to be in October 2023. So today we are going to talk about that. But before I proceed further, what is the topic that I'm going to talk about today? I'm going to talk about the top resources for JIB October 2023 exam preparation. Okay, when we talk about the exam preparation, I hope you know the examination would be held in the month of October itself this year. So then when we talk about the month of October, this is the month where you'll be going through the entire process of examination, and there are exams which are going to be held back to back, right? So there are 4 examinations that will be conducted in this area. So what is it that you need to take care of when it comes to this examination? Let's quickly move on and talk about it first. Okay, everyone. So let's start with this first. I hope it's visible now. The first examination would be held on 8th of October, right? The first examination is on 8th of October. Then the next one is on 14th. The next one is on 15th, and the last one is on 29th. I believe for this exam you have ample of time before. In this exam you have got 1 week, right? Actually more than that, है ना? So there is more than around you have got around 14 days for this examination. But what about these two? These two are back to back. First is PPB and the second one is Accounting and Financial Management of Banking. If I talk about this era, Accounting and Financial Management of Bankers, this particular examination AFM is gonna be back to back. So you don't have time. From 14th to 15th you have to prepare for 2 exams simultaneously. है ना? So the point arises is, are you prepared yet? Have you looked out on all the things that are required for this examination? If you haven't, then this is an eye-opener for you. You don't have that much of time left, isn't it? July is going on. You have August, you have September, and in October you have your examination itself. So I can say it is less than, right now it's around 2.5 months, or I would say less than, a little bit less than 2.5 months. So are you prepared for this? Now, let's talk about from where are you studying at this moment and from where you should study. Number 1, you should study from the book itself. The books are released by the IIBF, so you can blindly go ahead with the IIBF books, that is Accounting and Financial Management for Bankers, Retail Banking and Wealth Management Principles and Practices for Banking, and last is IE and IFS. The point is, this examination was quite tough last year, in the last attempt actually. While I would say all remaining 3 were predictable. There were things which were difficult, there were things which were easy, but we can still say this particular examination came out to be a problem for many bankers there. So if you're preparing for this examination, first thing that you need to do is strictly following the IIBF book. But there's only one problem. There are overall more than 600 pages each module. The syllabus has become more extensive, it has become more difficult, and at the same time it is more challenging even. So what is your preparation? What are you looking forward to in this particular examination? There are a few tips that I'll be giving along with this area. The crux of the story is you should always follow only the IIBF book. But how do we follow the IIBF book? That is also the question, because the time is less and the subjects to be covered is more. And can I do the revisions as well? There are certain little things that I'll talk about in this particular session regarding this thing as well. So let's talk about it. One of the major issues that people face is the study time. When should we study? Okay. First thing is, you need to have your own resources. First of all, in terms of your resources is the IIBF book. Everybody who's going through the who's actually doing self-study, first thing is your IIBF book. But is the IIBF book enough? Matlab, just think about it. I find it quite scary. At this point of time, one examination is on 14th, the second is on 15th. Do we have enough time that we can go through the entire book in one particular day? That too, most of you will be working as well on the day before as well. This is very, very normal that many of you don't even get the off just the day before the examination. So technically you might be working throughout the October but also giving the examinations, which is going to be again more strenuous for you. Many of you would have given it in the May attempt as well and realized that this becomes more tiring than it looks like. So how do we manage the study time? What is it? How can we cover the IIBF book in a detailed manner? I'll be letting you know about the courses through which you can cover it up. But before that, if you're doing the self-study on your own, you are doing it on your own, there are certain things that I would like to make sure that you understand. I would like to give those suggestions to you so that you can look forward to it in the best possible way, right? Let's look forward to it then. Number one, why is this important? Again, when we talk about the study time in terms of the examination portion, there are certain things that you have to take care of. Number one, consistency. Consistency means you need to be extremely consistent when it comes to your studies. How do we say that you have to be consistent? You should give a specific time to your studies every single day without fail. It doesn't matter how much of it you're covering. If you're covering more, it's good. If you're covering less, then keep it on the weekend. Your weekend should not go waste, because every weekend is like 2 days, 1 day, which is going to help you in your studies. Daily, you should give at least 1 hour to your studies. 1 hour is essential, because this is less rather, because you have got 4 subjects to cover, which is again a challenge, because there are practical as well as theory areas in in all the subjects. You will find different areas with practical and theory areas. So first thing is, you need at least 1 to 2 hours a day, and you should cover at least 2 subjects a day. If you have 4 subjects, then cover 2 subjects. Either you can study in the morning or in the evening. So I can say split your day into 2 halves. One is, the morning time can be for one subject, the evening time can be for other subject. If you are someone who loves numerical portion, then do the numerical part in the morning when you wake up fresh. Those things can be done in a better way, right? Or if you were very tired in the evening, and even in the morning if you do it, you'll never be scared, because you love the numerical portion, so you'll be able to do it faster. If you're someone who loves theory, then you should keep the theory in the morning, because in the evening you get a little breather there, right? Just after the coming from the office, you get a little breather, relax a bit, and then go back to your studies. You don't get the breathers in the morning. In the morning you'll be in a rush, because you have to do your work, and then you will have to go for your job, and then you have to come back. So it's like in the morning there is more or less a very rushy moments for you. So it's always said that you start with the things that you really like in the morning, so that you can cover it up with much more focus, because you will not be worried about the anything else but the subject there, right? So, and at the same time, make your own quick notes. Quick notes plays a very important role, everyone, because if you have 2 exams back to back, you won't be able to do anything. You cannot cover the entire book. Either you keep on underlining things and note down what is more important to you. If you follow the YouTube sessions as well, note down the particular videos, make a playlist, that this is what I'm going to do on the last day. This is the marathon, this is the question that I'm going to try on the last day, right? Your last day should be prepared from right now only. It shouldn't be something that you should delay. Next is the practice numericals. Don't leave this part. You will have to practice the numerical area. If you don't practice the numerical area, how will you grow further, right? So practicing numericals is must. Next is revision is must again. You need to have this particular time. Just going through the books once is not going to help you. If you're going through the books, at least give 1 to 2 times. At least. And at the same time, mock test is something that you should make sure that you are doing at the end. Because if you do not give time to your mock testing and all, then it would be a very cumbersome situation for you, because you will have to give the examination with a situation where you know the concept, but you don't know the type of questions they are asking. And in the examination, they also ask for case studies. So you will have to be prepared for those unpredictable questions as well. Right now, there is no negative marking. That means you should definitely look forward to it. And one more thing, since you are working, right? Working definitely makes it difficult for you to study and work at the same time, because your mind is divided into 3 areas. One is your work, second is your family, and third comes to the study area, which is again more challenging than the life we had in terms of the studious life, right? The study period where we were looking forward to as a student. Now the problem is that you don't have enough time. Everybody will be in short of time. Even if you give the morning evening time now 1 hour, then even you will see that you don't really have that much time. So one thing that you can do is use your breaks. That means many of you would be traveling. When you are traveling, keep your phone with you. Keep the earphones, understand the particular topics there. Everything that is theoretical that you can revise or you can learn can be done in the travel period, right? Secondly, whenever you have time on the weekends, sit down and listen to the videos again. Plus, if you're making quick notes, then one hack, Note down the video number and even the time which you want to listen to again. In this case, you will remember what is a difficult portion that you would like to do on the last day. That means from the very beginning, you know what is it that you will be doing again and what is it that can be done through the PDFs, through the numerical the notes that you have prepared, or things which you really need a reference to. So that's one of the most important things, that you divide yourself. You divide your working pattern in different areas so that ultimately you don't face a problem. Right? So when you are looking forward to it, if you are looking forward to the courses as well, then what we are providing, let me give you a brief about that as well. Since we know that IIBF books are definitely quite lengthy to read, so what you can do is you can go through the course through our courses as well. That means we are covering exclusively the IIBF book. If you see the previous papers, even now, IIBF book has been covered completely. There are questions where exact extracts from the book has been taken, not only from other areas, but the exact extract of the book. That means if you go through the book properly, nothing else would be difficult, right? So before I end my class today, let me just give you a particular brief about where to go when we talk about this particular area altogether. Okay. We have started with our JIB batches this year. So for this particular attempt as well, there had been batches already going on. So if you're preparing for it, I believe this is the perfect time that you should start as early as possible. The more time you take, the bigger trouble it would be. So because you will be always in that particular pressure that I have to do something about the examination and all now. So this is where you need to go. Just go to our website, that is www.adda247, or go and look forward towards our app. In both the areas, you can choose the preference, that is your JIB and CIB. You can take up the JIB October 2023 batch. Under this batch, what are we providing? We are providing Sankalp 3 batch. The batch 3rd has started from 24th only. Not much time has passed. That means it has just started. So if you are preparing for this examination, then I believe you should start rushing, because the examination is to be conducted in October. So you already have lesser time and you need time for your self-study as well. Right? So we are covering up all these topics. The classes are live and they are there in the morning or evening based upon your time. Right? So it is for 200-hour live classes are there. Test series is already included, and if you after the class you want to study it further, 181 ebooks are also provided. That means you don't have to go through the bulky IIBF book. You can get you can learn from the extracts of the book that is given in our courses. Right? So this is what you can do, and along with this, all the subjects would be available. You can click on the area of buy now. You can use the code July77 and you will get it for 4599.77. Let me give you the brief regarding the price. So the price would be 4599.77. So this is a perfect situation where you can start your studies right away. The validity of this course is 6 months. That means you have ample of time to prepare. The validity is still there during the examination as well. So that means if you're thinking to cover at least it again, you want to cover it up, so you will be able to do that because you have it. Then plus what are we providing in this case? If you feel that you don't need only the syllabus class but any revision batch that we are covering up, anything else that we are coming up, you can take up the JIB Mahapack 2.0. Under JIB Mahapack 2.0 you will get 600 live classes, 237 test series. This is because both bilingual and English medium batch would be opened up for you. Then the previous batch which has already been completed, it is also available for you. That means someone who wants to start looking at the recordings, don't want to go through the live class, you can still do that. 315 ebooks are available and 617 videos, including the power pack batches, revision batches, and the normal classes as well. Right? So all those things are available for you in the Mahapack. If you're looking forward to it, click on the area of the buy now and you will get it at 77% discount for 7727.08. If you're looking forward to this examination and feeling a little troublesome in terms of your self-study, then kindly go ahead and join it as early as possible, because once you work as per the timetable, then you already get aligned with the studies altogether. You have that pressure by the end of the week. Array, this particular topic was already done in the class now. Let me go through it and finish it up. that particular thing will always be beneficial for you. So if you're preparing for this examination, then kindly stop procrastinating and start studying. In case you are still thinking, that we can do it later on, it will create a little trouble for you in the future, because at the end the content is more and the challenge becomes bigger and the stress also becomes bigger. You have so many things to manage, so it's always better if you are thinking to start with the studies, if you are thinking about giving JIB, then you should start right away, right? Thank you so much everyone for being there, and please prepare properly in terms of your examination. Be clear with your planner. The moment you become clear with your planner, everything else falls in place, right? So thank you so much for being there. Bye bye.